Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome back to episode number 2 of our Gibraltar challenge. Now, I played a few games since the last episode, not many, just a couple. We did. How many games did we play last time? We played. I can't remember what we did last time. No, I think we did Olympic and Magpies, didn't we? I've now played the games against Man 62, Hound Dogs, and Leo FC. As you can see, pretty mixed. We're doing pretty well with those wins against Man 62 and Hound Dogs. Then the 1-0 loss against Leo FC, which is really disappointing because we really dominated the game as well. We had 14 shots to their 4, and we lost 1-0, which is very, very disappointing. Now, this is going to be a very interesting episode, though. We're going to have 2 games for you, College 75 and Olympique. Both of these teams are looking very, very strong this season. As you can see, College 75 are actually top of the table. Olympique were joint top of the table with us a few matches ago. They've had 2 losses in a row, so this is going to be quite an important episode. If we can win both these games, we'll be in a fantastic, fantastic position. Unfortunately, though, we do have a few players away on international duty, including our main striker, of course, Kilama. That's his name, isn't it? Alright, so we had 2-0 victory, goals from Dickens Kilama, sorry, and a goal from Richard Ainscuff. And in Man 62, we had the 1 goal from Dixon Kilmana again. And then into the 4-2, an amazing goal by Max Makaka. 2 goals from the right midfield, Isra, and a goal from our Italian man, Giovanni Trentin. So it's been a pretty interesting little run. I think we are looking pretty strong. We are the favourites for this game against College 75 as well. Like I said, we've got a few players out on international duty and so forth, so we're going to see a couple of new players in this episode as well. So without further ado, let's get straight into the game. And here we are then against College 75, matching formations, what I'm trying to say. So we're going to go in with Salva in goal. Not the best keeper in the world, but hopefully we can continue to build him up. He's only young. We've got Heslop at left back. He's got 1 cap under 21s now for Gibraltar. He's been playing all of our games, but we've not really got great defence, have we really? Geraldo Lopez Rico. As my phone goes off right next to the microphone, I do apologise for that. Young Spanish, it's not really young, 24-year-old Spanish centre-back, not great to be honest, but because of a suspension to our normal centre-back, he is playing tonight. Alongside him, we've got Dion William Hammond. He's actually very good. I like this lad. I don't know why he's not playing for Gibraltar yet. He's got the stats exactly where you want them. He's done pretty well for us so far as well. Right back then, we've got Baglietto. Again, not the strongest player in the world, but we are struggling for wing-backs, although he is pretty good actually in the physical attribute side. In midfield, we have got our main man, Max Henry. Don't know how this guy is not in the Gibraltar squad yet as well. He is the real driving force behind this team. Alongside him, then, we have the ex-Watford and Spurs player, Max Makaka. Fresh off his first goal in the previous game. He was injured for a little bit, so he's only actually played 2 games so far. He's still struggling for match fitness. We'll build that up sooner or later. At left midfield, we've got Giovanni Trentin, the young Italian lad, looking pretty good. Got his first goal, and he's got 2 assists now as well, so he's been really effective so far for us. In the centre attacking midfield spot, we've got Alejandro Ruiz Lopez, who is actually very good as well. Really good stats in the correct places, so hopefully he'll get a good chance to show what he can do here. He's played more from the bench, but and he's played more centre midfield. This is his chance at a cam to prove what he can do. At right midfield, making his debut for us in... Oh, no, he has. He's played off the bench once, sorry. Alexis Sanchez Perez, off the bench once. Looks pretty good, actually. His stats are going up a bit. He scored 8 goals last season, so that's pretty good, actually. And then up front, we have Isra. He can play as a striker as well. How good he's going to be in this position, I'm not sure. He's only got 6 finishing, so he might not be great. But scored 2 goals already, so why not give him the opportunity? They've got no one special, I don't think. So they are top of the table, though. We are the favourites. Do we go and push them and say... Let's give the fans something to cheer to. There we go. We've got 1 motivated player, which is Makaka. Go on, Max. Let's see what you can do, lads. Come on. We need a win. We need a win. I hope it's going to be a bit smoother than it was last episode as well. It was a little bit jolty, I realised, when I did the editing. I do apologise for that, but this time I'm hoping we're going to have a much, much better quality video. Going a bit shorter as well. I realised that my first video was very long because we did a lot of bits and bobs, but the matches do take quite some time, don't they? So I think we'll just stick to 2 matches per episode unless we're doing anything special. Right, so we need to win here, really do. They've got an injured player on the bench. I think that's the one thing we've got, is we've got a bigger squad than most other teams, and we have been resting players. Because it seems weird because we haven't got that many games in a season. However, the games seem to come in short stints. Like the last 3 games all came within like 10 days, and all of a sudden we had 2 weeks off before this one. It was a bit of a crazy little fixture list, really. We should be alright though. God, my phone won't shut up, will it? I'm not normally this popular. Let's put the sands down. Right, there we go. Come on, we can't afford to lose this because I do not want to get further and further away from the top of the table. We need to get promotion this first season. I feel like because of the improved youth academy, we could actually get some really good players through, but they're not going to come through until around about the February mark. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. That might give us a little boost towards the end of the season. Like I said in the previous episode, one of the things I have changed is I've slightly, not massively, I've slightly improved the youth rating of the nation of Gibraltar to try and help us become a little bit more competitive that way. Because that's a bit stupid. You can have like the best youth academy and everything, and because the youth rating of your nation is so low, you don't get any good players at all. We are struggling a bit here. We're getting pushed back. Oh, that was a... I want to say a good save by Salvo, although it doesn't look like he knew much about it. It looks like he just hit him in the face. Come on, get that ball out. It's blocked. This is not the start I was hoping for here, I must admit. We are being very much pushed back. Nice little picnic tables at the back there. Come on, we need to push this by. Get it out, there's a good header. It's clear, but it gets to get straight to one of their players. We were the favourites of this game, like I say, so it's a bit of a poor start. Makaka, good tackle, here we go. There we go. And now we get a free kick. Henry plays it in, it's not bad. Isra, why are you doing so deep, Isra? You're striker. Oh, go on, it's in! Alejandro Ruiz Lopez gets the goal, yes, get in! Boy, did we need that. I cannot afford to lose this game against College 75. We need to go... We can't afford to drop 3 points behind them. Ruiz Lopez, there we go, nice one. Yeah, we can't afford to drop 3 points behind College 75. 3 more points, anyway. We're going to get double highlights? No. Yes. Okay. I had a horrible feeling that it was going to be disallowed, but it wasn't. Okay. Got worried there for a second. Yeah, Lopez is actually a very good player. We have got some really good players in this squad. I think definitely the team is a lot stronger than what it was a few years ago when I did this in 2016. So, whereas before I picked somebody who was... I can't remember why did I pick him in the first place? I can't remember. But I think that they've definitely improved themselves a lot, and I'd be surprised if they end up in the top division of Gibraltar very soon. They will do, obviously, in our game, because I really want to push forward and get promoted this first season. And then second season, it's all about survival, but if we can push to mid-table, who knows? We might be able to push ourselves forward a bit further. Right, so Trenton's been booked, but we are still in control of the game. No, we don't want to do that. Just lead them to it. That's our only one shot of the game. This is usually the way around. Usually the other teams have a lot more shots. We have a lot more shots and the other team scores the goal, but this time it's the way around. It's their goal kick. Come on. Don't let them equalise before half time. Lopez Rico. Right, plays it back to Salva. Dion William Hammond. Big ball forward. Oh, hello. Sanchez Perez is on it. What a save by Garrido. Very good, actually. That was going right in the bottom corner. Dion William Hammond with the through ball. Now we get the corner to be taken by Isra. As our main striker, he's not spending a lot of time inside the box, is he, old Isra? Sanchez Perez gets that. Can he? Nope, he's lost it. We'll just stand there, man. Do something with it. Our players are looking motivated, whereas they're becoming quite nervous and anxious now on College 75 side. If we can drop their morale as well, that would be beneficial for us, because they might start to drop a few points later on as well. I mean, like I said before, this is a very, very big episode. If we can get victories against College 75 and Olympique, we will be in a very, very strong position. I mean, Magpies have really started to build up it recently. A couple of good victories for them have put them second place ahead of us. There we go. It is 1-0 at half-time. So we've struggled for possession in the opposition's half. We've hardly conceded any free kicks. Not really a massive one, is it, really? And poor shots to touches ratio in the penalty area. And they've got a few issues on their side as well. I don't know if they're saying how well they're doing. I think you've played well, but there's still space for improvement. I think is definitely an interesting way of doing this, because I think there is still... We are 1-0 up, which is great, but they are dominating chunks of the game, which I'm not happy about. It's not the smoothest of games, this, is it really? I mean, I'm not running like laggy or anything like that. It's just it's not a very smooth gameplay. It's a little bit jittery here and there, isn't it? But it's not an issue. As long as you guys don't mind, I don't mind. They're trying to send in low crosses now. And they're becoming more attacking as well, which is interesting. Maybe we can try and hit them on the counter-attack. Do we want to do this? Cautious. Be nice if I can see what Cautious does first. Might be the best way. If they're playing attacking, I think we just play a bit more cautious and just pick our moments and try and catch them on the counter-attack. I think that's the best way forward. One thing I did change before this game as well is I did... we've gone for the tiki-taka football style. Go on, Isra. Yes, 2-0. Get in out of nowhere, Isra. Picking up on the defensive error and making it 2-0. I was going to say is one thing I have changed on the tactic side is we've gone for the tiki-taka style. And one thing the tic-tac style does is it gives you a really slow tempo of the game, and I didn't like that. I wanted to go faster tempo, and you'll see now the ball is moving around the floor a lot quicker, and we are managing to pick up these spaces, and Isra makes it 2-0. I'm happy now. We've got a little bit of leeway just in case the worst happens. Right, I'm thinking Makaka and Trentin might have to come off because I don't want to risk any sendings off, although we don't have any width to bring on. Right, let's have a look at what we can do here then. So we do have... Right, so I'm going to switch you two around. I'll switch you two around, and then you're going to come off for Nunes. Makaka, you're going to come off for Ainska. Let's just make those two changes. Don't want to risk anyone getting sent off in this game. Nunes making his debut for us. We've not used this player before. Let's see how he gets on. But I just can't risk any send-ins off in this game. I can't risk College 75 getting back into the game, really. Oh, another highlight. Isra's got the ball. Crosses back to Henry. There's Lopez. Perez. And it's cleared. Tell you what, I'd love a third goal here. I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. Everyone's playing very well at the moment, though, which is good. I'm surprised, considering that our squad's a little bit depleted. Like I say, our main centre-back, is it Mason? I can't remember his name is now. He's suspended due to too many yellow cards. Of course, both of our African attacking players are missing, both on international duty as well. That's Kilama and Sibanda. And they'll also be missing for the next game as well. Defender should be back next game, though. But then again, Rico and Hammond have done a pretty good job. Hammond's actually been a very good player for us. Alright, so let's bring on another one. Let's bring on... I don't know who to bring on, actually. Let's bring on Franco in place of... Franco must play attacking mid as well. Let's bring him in place of Baglietto. I think we've got a bit of time. We probably should have took Isra off, actually, because of our next game's coming up pretty soon. It's nice to rest him for a bit. But saying that, he's got a lot of fitness, isn't he? He's not an issue. It looks like we're going to get a 2-0 victory in this one. I'm very happy with that, you know. Very, very happy. This really could have been a problem game, this could have been. The way that College 75 have played so far, they're top of the table. But the bookies had us down as favourites. We're heavy favourites to win the league, so we should be okay. And of course, we actually strengthened our team since that was put forth. He's just had a very good game, 8.3 rating so far. And Rui Lopez Rui Lopez at 8.1 as well. It's all looking pretty good. I'm happy. And this looks like it's going to be the final moment of the game. Surely they're not going to score 2 goals. No, they're not. There we go. Excellent. 2-0 victory over College 75. That is a massive, massive win for us. I am so, so happy with that. We're going to tell the boys it was an absolute excellent performance. They're all happy with that as well. And boom, victory is ours. We now top the table, joint points with College 75 with a better goal difference. And in a few days' time, we come up against Olympic as well then. In a game that if we win, we'll be in an even stronger position. Let's go. And here we are then at home against Olympique. So pretty much the same team, a couple of changes. We brought back in Courtney Lewis to play centre-back alongside Hammond. Left-back, right-back's the same. Goalkeeper's the same. Makaka and Henry the same. Trenton still in. Isra drops back to right midfield this time. Rui Lopez stays in his attacking midfield spot. And Montovio gets a chance to show what he can do up front. He's a good player. He's got some good attributes. He's not started a game. This is his first start. He's had 3 substitute appearances, and let's see if he can do well here. The media's put us down as an easy victory here. Whether that's realistic, I do not know. We're going to passionately tell them that I expect nothing but a win in this game, and they will listen keenly. Hopefully, we can do well here. We need more home games because we need more money. We're £50 over the wage budget. Yet we're a lot of money in debt now. We're like 40 grand in debt, which is a bit of a worry. I'm not quite sure. Wow, that's a stiff challenge. That was. It's a fair challenge, though, according to the referee. So I'm hoping for a win here. I mean, after that win against College 75, our morale must be pretty high. Our confidence is pretty high, and on paper, the media believes this is a very easy game for us. So hopefully, we can make it that way. They've got a few players, as you can see here, 70 and 77. Fitness. They're struggling with fitness. This has been 3 games in a very short period of time. We've done okay because we've been able to rotate a lot more than they have. As you can see, there's a lot of weird and wonderful names on the bench, like Campoy Lopez, Was, and Ferrer and Swan, players who have not even touched before. Ainscoff's on there as well. Lopez Rico played in the previous games on there as well. But while we've got these issues with, of course, the international duty and so forth, we can pick off 2 victories here when 2 of our key players are away on international duty. That's pretty big. That is very big, actually, if we can pull that off. So 20 minutes into the game, we've had 1 shot, 1 on target. We've had 57% of possession, but not much else has gone on so far. It's been a pretty poor game by the looks of it. Just playing around midfield. No highlights at all. That's a shot blocked. Isra. Nope. Wow, it's almost 30 minutes and there's been no highlights at all so far in this game. That's pretty poor, to be honest. Trenton's having a bit of an iffy game. He's become a bit nervous. Is there nothing going on at all in this game? 32 minutes now. And nothing is happening at all. Makaka can get booked. I'll tell you what, Makaka has a habit of getting booked. He's fantastic at it. We are committing a lot of fouls here. They've really... look how tired their players are. That centre-back's at 59% now. That's shocking. They're really going to struggle, I think, long-term in this match. 38 minutes in, nothing has happened. That's shocking. Come on. Do something, guys. Do something. It's a yellow card for Montovio. We've had 2 shots, 1 on target. No goals as yet. No highlights as yet. This is going to be a completely... I don't think I've ever seen a game with... got all the way to half-time with literally nothing happen at all. This is bizarre. Really bizarre. There's nothing happening at all. We're dominating possession, as you can see. We just can't seem to break them down. Maybe that's the way Olympique have set up, to try and just be a rigid force and just try and get out of it with a point. I think they'll probably be happy with that at this rate. Oh, it's a yellow card for one of their players now as well. This is going to be half-time with no highlights, isn't it? 2 players are now nervous. They're worried about what I'm going to say to them at half-time by the sounds of it. Okay, there's stuff going on here at the bottom, but we're not seeing it for some reason. That's it. That's really bad. There's nothing happened at all half. Let's calmly say that I'm far from pleased with what I just saw. There we go. Some players are fired up now. That's what we want to see. Right, this is the game, by the way. This is what it looks like. It's been so long since we've seen a highlight. I thought I'd let you know. Come on. We need to get this. We need to get a win here. I mean, with that win over College 75, if we don't get the points here, that would be very, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Let's just force the issue. Come on, lads. Just trying to think of what other things I can do in the second half to try and just bring things into life. There's not a lot on the bench I can do. There's a few players I don't really know very well, but it's just going to be a complete shot in the dark to who to bring on to do stuff. I mean, we've got Ainscuff can come on. I'm quite sure what we can do. I don't know. I could just take a random punt or something here. Lukaku's going to get booked again. He'd be suspended for the next game now. Israel's going to get booked to you as well? No, just a word. 3 shots now, but still no highlights. It's shocking. Now Israel has been booked. Alright, I'm going to take a punt here. I'm going to take a punt. I don't know why I think this is going to work, but we're going to go a bit more narrow. You're not very good at attacking, are you? Okay, let's bring Henry up there then. You can now be a centre mid attack. You can do your... Oh, you used to have full green on that. Trenton, you can be an advanced playmaker attack. Lopez, I'll tell you what, actually, no, you can... Trenton, you go in the middle and you be a shadow striker attack. Lopez, you do what you do. And Henry, you do what you do. And Isra, it's not your greatest position, is it really? But I'm just trying to change things up and see if we can get some life into it. I mean, it's not the best change in the world, maybe, I don't know. But with still no highlights after 60 minutes, it's pretty poor. This is a real dead game. We need to be stealing the 1-0 win in these games. That's what we need to do. We need to push them. That's how you win leagues. You win the league by getting that cheeky 1 goal in a game like this. And now my phone's ringing now as well. Right, come on, you've got to get this cheeky 1-0 win. Still nothing going on at all. I can't quite comprehend it. I mean, are they trying to... Are we dominating possession, do you reckon? Could we go attacking? As a highlight, it's their bloody free kick. Don't do this. Right, they've missed. Okay, that's good. Are we going to get some more from this? Was that literally the only highlight? Come on! I'm getting frustrated here. I really am. We bring on something fresh, something different. I mean, is there anything different we can do? I mean, Israel's not having a very good game. Should we just take a punt and bring on Nunes? Why not? It's not that the game can get any worse than what it is it? Let's just try it. Let's bring on Nunes. Max Henry's been booked as well. With 21 fouls we committed in this game. That's pretty shocking, really. I feel like we need to push. I'm going to go for it for the last 10 minutes. I mean, this is so stupidly risky to do this. Oh, here's a highlight. Here's a highlight. Baglietto to Heslop. Back to Baglietto. Here's Makaka. Come on, get the ball in the box. Baglietto. Makaka again. What are you doing? Get the ball in the box. No wonder we're not scoring any of the goals if you just play around like this all game. Come on. Where's the breakthrough? Oh, this is shocking. Really, really bad. I mean, no wonder we're not getting anywhere, because that... Is that literally the highlight? That can't be the highlight. Oh, please don't this be the highlight. Please don't do this to me. 4 men are around him then, wow. My god, look at that space we've left on that far side. It's like watching children's football, that was. All 4 defenders just ran to the ball. That was terrible. Come on. 4 shots, that's really poor. Right, one of their defenders is injured. One of their midfielders on 54% health. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity where we can. We've got to. We're really missing Kalama, aren't we? Really missing Kalama in this game. I cannot believe that we've just been stalemated so hard in this game. Really, really stalemated hard. I mean, just we've had one. We haven't even won a highlight, have we? Really? The only highlight we had ended up in the ball, not even in the box. Give us a highlight. Go on, give us a last-minute one. Come on. There's 5 minutes left of time added on. We can just steal a goal. Oh, highlight. Come on. Go on, just get the ball in the box at least. Makaka, Heslop. Oh, Ainsclough's there. Heslop again. Okay, ball out to Baglietto. Henry's on it now. Oh, it's hit his own player. Oh my gosh. That is so poor. There's another highlight. I'll be such a happy man if we steal these 3 points. Lopez forward to Trentin. Big ball in. There's nobody in the box though. Why is there no one in the box? Ainsclough gets it back. Baglietto, Henry. Straight to the defender. That's the word wanky, isn't it? That's going to be it, isn't it? Such a poor performance. I mean, after that massive win against College 75, you're going to tell me we're going to play like this in the game afterwards, in a game that apparently is going to be easy to win. That's shocking. I mean, it's 3 points gained and 2 points dropped in the same episode, isn't it? It's not good enough at all. And now we're going to mess around with it too much. The final whistle's going to go. Oh, what a disappointing match that was. That was really, really poor. I mean, we just could not break them down at all. That is... disappointing is just assertive, I think, is the best way of going here. Just not good enough. Not good enough at all, that. That was really, really poor. And it does leave us top of the table, but College 75, who we just beat to take this position, can now get back to the top with 1 victory. However, if College 75 and Magpies are playing each other, we might be able to get a little bit lucky here, to be honest. Right, schedule. I'm going to play the Magpies game off camera, I think, and then we'll come back and we'll play the Division 2 League Cup quarter-final game and the Man 62 game, I think. Just because I think it'd be nice to have a bit of a cup game. Show you guys exactly how we're going to get on. It's going to be a short season anyway, this one, isn't it, by the looks of it? There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 league games left. So just shows that it's not like a massive season. You need to get as many points as you can, as early as you can, to try and run off of it. But hopefully College 75 and Magpies have some bad times as well. That Magpies game is very important now as well. Like I said, I'll get that out of the way, and we'll come back for the Cup and the second division game. And Christmas! Oh my god, we're not actually far away from getting our youth players through. I'm so excited for youth players time. Right, anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.